Recently on social media, I came across a couple of really interesting bivariate maps, which are also generally a bit less easy to read. So I decided to go for one particular map I found really exciting, created by Mohsin Raza in R. I'm going to share his tutorial as well in the description of mine. So in his tutorial, he was using TerraClimate data to create these beautiful maps covering, for example, the UK or South America. Since those tutorials were done in R and I do all my things, as you probably know by now, in Python, I decided to recreate this tutorial and these maps purely in Python. First, I downloaded some TerraClimate data, which you can easily download by just visiting their website and go for the download section, where I went for individual years data, and if I'm right, I downloaded data from 2024 containing temperature max values, so they are somewhere here. This is just for 2015, but it should be somewhere nearby. And also the precipitation data, which should be called something like PPT. Right, for example, here are the precipitation files. So once we downloaded these files, and please be aware that these are fairly large, more than 100 megabytes each. So these are pretty large raster files, but I'm going to show you how we can process that in Python easily. So once we have a clear Jupyter notebook, we can start the configuration. Let's define the file names for the temperature and the precipitation data, as well as the country boundaries, which also contain continent information coming from natural Earth. Then here I'm going to cover South America, but if you check the code on Substack, you will see that this code can be adapted fairly easily to other regions as well. Then we are going to define how many color dimensions we are going to have, or we want to have, for the two dimensions, temperature and precipitation, where I'm going to use now 4, and I will also apply simple Gaussian smoothing on the raster grid, where I'm going to use a smoothing parameter of 2. Let's call this section config. So for both the temperature and the precipitation values, we are going to have continuous values, which we are going to break into discrete bins. Here I'm going to do this manually, just because when I try to make this work with a simple linear or percentile-based binning, the map didn't look that great. But we can still do that very easily, but for now, just for the look of it, I'm going to use these artificially defined quantile breaks instead. And then let's also define the color palette, which I directly took from the tutorial I mentioned earlier, and then also the size of the image which we are going to show on this map. Then let's do all the necessary imports to get to design and build this map, which will include a couple of the usual suspects like NumPy, geopandas, and matplotlib, and a few libraries to deal with raster data. If you don't have these installed, please check out my Substack tutorial where you're going to have the xarray command to run to make sure they are installed properly. Then we are going to load and clip the raster data files to make sure that we are not dragging along these large global rasters, but we only have the one that covers the target region, which in this case is going to be South America. Let's read them, prepare the mask, which is going to be a geopandas data frame, and then clip both the temperature and the precipitation raster. Then we are going to use the defined color palette to create the actual bivariate palette. So we are going to map the temperature and the precipitation values into this 4x4 color palette grid. We will need to convert the hex codes we have into RGB codes and then map the different values of temperature and precipitation to these colors. And to double check what we did here, we can also plot this matrix, which is going to show us the exact way this color palette and this bivariate color matrix looks like. So now we have kind of the template on how to map different temperature and precipitation values to colors. And now we are going to map the entire grid to these values, but also we are going to do a quick smoothing, which will ensure that the result won't be looking very pixelated like the 4 kilometer resolution raster grids tend to do. So after the helper functions, let's do the smoothing and then create the final bivariate grid. Now that we have all the pieces together, we can start to visualize the actual plot. We will have this nice little function which will prepare the legend box. Then we also need to make sure that we are plotting the right range. And after that, we can start to put together the actual figure. We will use the usual imshow command to visualize the raster grid, which is here already. Maybe for testing, I can decrease the fixed size to better fit this current screen I'm using. Then we can add with very thin lines the country boundaries. We are free to play around with the zooming level. And for housekeeping, we can also add the title. Alright, so we are getting there. This looks already pretty promising. We just need to add the legend box. And for further housekeeping, my humble self in a watermark text in the bottom and also the legend. So the legend box was actually sized for the initial 8 times 8 inches size. So let's just go back to that. And here you can see that we are also saving the picture. And here you can also see that to help you read this map better, I labeled the blue, this kind of teal color, and the other two colors as well. So weather should be hot and dry in these orange regions. These teal colored regions should be hot and wet, while these small bluish parts are cold and wet in the mountains, and the rest is cold and dry. So this is it, very briefly, on how to create this map. And you will find the full source code with comments and notes on my usual Substack. So thanks for watching and see you next time.